Let's speak English. Англійська, мова Шекспіра та нью-йоркських таксистів. Англійська, стане у нагоді вам бойські дівчиська.
На жаль, я добре навчалася, я відмінниця, і це багато що зіпсувало в моєму житті. Було б набагато легше, якщо в мене було кілька трійок і кілька четвірок. Знаєте, це приземляє, заземляє, я б сказала, і дозволяє реально дивитися на речі. Відмінницям і перфекціоністам завжди важче. Але це не означає, що я раджу вчитися погано. Це означає, що я раджу вимірювати свої сили і жити реальним життям.
Hello everyone, it's time for English lesson. My name is Natalia Ляшко. Let's start. I would like to welcome my very dear guest today. Hello, Natalia.
Hello,
How are you today?
Could be better.
Okay, so I hope that you will enjoy the lesson as well as our students.
I hope to.
So today we're starting a new topic, and for this I would like you to look at the board and try to guess the topic looking at the words. Okay? So these are the words from our topic. Can you guess? Natalia, help us. What do you think is the topic going to be about?
Perhaps books, literature, or something like that?
Yes, exactly. We're going to talk about reading, different genres, literature, authors of the books. So let's look through the words again. So what do you think is this word? Can you just read it?
Author.
Yes, exactly. Repeat after us. Author. And you please again?
Author.
Thank you. The next one?
Theme.
Theme. What is theme? So this can be a theme of our lesson or a theme of the book, the main idea of the book. Let's repeat. Theme.
Theme.
Thank you. The next one?
Genre.
Yeah, genre.
Genre.
Yes. So the genre of the book, the genre of the movie as well. Okay? What about this word?
Magazine.
Yes, magazine. Repeat after me. Magazine.
Magazine.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's have a look at this word.
Library.
Library. So, I hope that you know the word. This is the place where we can take the books and read. So, do you usually go to the library, Natalia?
No, I have a great library at home.
Wow, lucky you. So, what kind of books do you have at your library?
I have detectives, I have a lot of books from journalism, and I have a great amount of political books.
Wow, that's interesting. So, what kind of books do you have at home? So, let's move on. And I want to ask a question. What do we read today? Generally, everyone. And let's focus what kind of reading material do teens read, teenagers. Natalia, can you help me? Generally, what do we read as people? What do we read today? Not about kids, teenagers, just generally, what do we read?
Literature.
Okay, so books probably.
Books.
What else?
Magazines.
Good.
Journals.
Okay.
What
Our
else?
previous topic was the internet. So Natalia, this can be a hint for
Articles from internet,
you.
yes.
Okay. A lot of blogs as well, right? And what kind of reading material do teens read? What do you think?
I think only blogs from internet.
From the internet. Probably. They also read books. I'm not sure that they read the original books, but they definitely read e-books, right? Using the internet. They love using technology. So let's have a look at the diagram. So at the chart, have a look. We have e-books, newspapers, websites, comics, magazines, and books. And we have the percentage. So the winner is books. And this is the chart from the UK government. So let's read the chart. Most of the people prefer reading books. And a lot of people prefer reading what? If you have a look, 60–70%, what's this, Natalia? 60%.
Magazines.
So can you just say, a lot of people prefer reading magazines?
A lot of people prefer reading magazines.
Good. If we think about 20%, 20% what's this?
Newspapers.
Newspapers. Can you say a sentence? Full sentence.
A lot of people prefer reading newspapers.
Okay. And really very few people prefer reading e-books, right? Very few. So, what do you prefer reading and how often do you read, personally?
I do prefer reading websites.
Okay.
I also prefer reading e-books
Okay.
and newspapers.
Newspapers.
Right.
Do you read them online or real newspapers?
I like to read the paper newspapers.
Uh-huh. Paper one.
Paper one, yes.
This is nice. This is actually a very good idea because for me personally, I like the smell of the book and the smell of the papers. So this is kind of habits for me, to read it in the morning with a cup of coffee and tea. What about you? Do you read newspapers? Okay. How often do you read, Natalia? Every day?
Not every day. Every day I like to read the websites. And what about speaking about newspapers? I like to read them at weekends.
Okay, good. So let's move on. There is a task for you. Have a look. We have the definitions of the verbs, different types of books. So I want you to look and guess. Okay? And we check together. So, books about real facts and events. These are non-fiction books. Okay, books about the life of a famous person.
Biography books.
Yes, exactly. An exciting book about illegal activities. Look through. The word illegal can be a trigger for you. Illegal, so this is like a crime.
Crime thriller.
Crime thriller, yes. A love story?
Oh, romance.
Yes, romance. A very frightening story. Scary.
Horror books.
Horror, yes. A story full of excitement, action, and danger.
Fantasy.
Possible, but we call it, because it's full of action, this is adventure. Yes, if we have a look, a story created from somebody's imagination.
This is fantasy.
This is fantasy. And the story about the future of space?
Science.
Science fiction, yes. So let's have a look again. Non-fiction, books about the real facts and events. Non-fiction, repeat please.
Non-fiction.
Thank you. Biography, a book about the life of a famous person. Biography.
Biography.
Thank you. Classical novel, a well-known old book. Classical novel.
Classical novel.
Crime thriller, an exciting book about illegal activities. Crime thriller.
Crime thriller.
Thank you. Romance, a love story.
Romance.
Romance. Horror, a very frightening story.
Horror.
Yes. Adventure,
Adventure.
a story full of excitement, action, and danger. Science fiction, a story about the future or space. Science fiction.
Science fiction.
Thank you. And fantasy, a story created from somebody's imagination. Fantasy.
Fantasy.
Good. Now, let's play some games. Do you like games?
Yes, I do.
Yes. These are not going to be like games. These are going to be educational games, okay? So, we'll focus on the words. So, have a look. We have non-fiction, classical novels, science fiction, horror, fantasy, all the types of books here, okay? I'm going to spell the words really, really fast. You guys listen to me and try to guess the words. You need to name the words, okay, before I finish spelling it. So, Natalia, I'm spelling the words, and the moment that you guess the word, say it quickly, okay? Я називаю слова по літерах. Якщо ви вгадали слово, швиденько його назвіть повністю, поки я не закінчила його називати по літерах. Let's try. So, F-A-N-T-A-S-Y.
Fantasy.
Браво. H-O-R-R-O-R. H-O-R-R.
Horror.
Yes, good. R-O-M-A-N-C-E.
Romance.
Yes. B-I-O-G-R-A.
Biography.
Yes. N-O-N-F-I-C-T-I.
Non-fiction.
Bravo. C-L-A-C-C.
Classic novel.
Good. C-S-I-E-N.
Science fiction.
Bravo. Amazing. So, and again, one more game for you. I'm going to hide the words here somewhere with me. So, for example, non-fiction is going to be on top of my head. So, what is here?
Non-fiction.
Non-fiction, remember, non-fiction is here. Okay, biography, I will put on my shoulder. Okay, biography is here, and what is here?
Non-fiction.
Good. Here?
Biography.
Well done. Let's put romance here.
Romance here. Okay.
So, what is here?
Biography.
And here?
Romance.
And here?
Non-fiction.
Bravo. Crime thriller, I would put it here. Crime thriller. I love crime thrillers. Okay, so what's here?
Crime thrillers.
And here?
Biography. Romance. Non-fiction.
Biography, yes. Okay, let me put adventure on my palm. Adventure is here. So,
Romance.
good.
Adventure. Thriller.
Crime thriller.
Crime thriller. Non-fiction. Biography.
Amazing. You can play this game with your friends or with your family to remember the words, okay? Let's move on. Now have a look at these words. They are, all the letters are scrambled, so try to guess the word. And Natalia, you will help me here. For example,
Fantasy.
Good. What about this one?
Biography.
Well done.
Romance.
Yes.
Horror.
Yeah.
Then
good.
horror.
Horror.
Then
That one.
Thriller.
Thriller.
Science fiction.
Yes, bravo.
Okay.
Oh, non-fiction. What about this one? It's not lemon.
Novel.
Yes, novel. Good, well done. So apart from this, what's your favorite?
Non-fiction.
Non-fiction, okay.
And romance.
Okay, that's my favorite too. I love reading novels. And I also love crime thriller. What do you think about crime thrillers?
I don't like crime thrillers. I like biography books.
Good.
About biography of great people.
This is really nice.
Politicians or something like that.
And this is very educational. You can get a lot of facts from those books. So you can learn a lot. Let's move on. So, types of books. You already told me what you enjoy reading. What about your favorite book? What is it about? So can you name one book?
The last of favorites?
Let's go with favorites first.
In this year, it is about Trump.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay. So is it about his life or about his...
It is about his road to the president's chair.
Ah, this is really interesting. Okay. So what's your favorite book? Let's move on. We have questions, more questions here. That's why I told you let's focus on the favorite, because here we're going to have a question about last book. And I want you to ask these questions about you and your family. You follow us. You answer the question about you and your own family or friends. Let's start with number one. What do you usually read? You have just mentioned, let's revise, Natalia reads websites, newspapers, and books, right? Correct. What about your family? What do they usually read?
My husband usually reads newspapers and websites.
Good.
My great son usually reads his literature. This is about economics.
This is really
He's
great.
20 years old. And my little son usually reads thrillers.
Really?
He's 7 years old.
Okay.
Comics.
Comics. Comics are really great. Okay, how much time do you spend reading?
As for my little child, this is about 1 hour before
He goes to bed.
he goes to bed.
Good.
Yes. As for me, I can't even say, because this is all day long.
Really?
Yeah.
This is really good.
As for my husband, it's the same.
The same. You read a
And
lot.
as for my son, it's the same. As for my husband, nearly a half of a day before work and after his work.
That's really great. How much time do you spend reading? Okay, where do you read? At home, on the bus or on the train, or probably in the car, in a cafe? Where do you read? Everywhere?
Everywhere, and perhaps it is a crime, but in the car I also read the books or
Don't
websites.
you get dizzy?
No.
No, it's okay.
No?
Because for me, this is a new word for you, probably dizzy. When I'm in the car and I start reading, I got really dizzy. So мене починає тошнити. Okay, number 4. What was the last book you read? You told us about the favorite, about Trump. What about the last book you read?
This is the last.
This is the same.
Yes, there are 2 books about Trump.
Okay, do you know what your husband is reading now?
I do know that it is not the book about the Trump, because he hates this president.
Okay.
And speaking about, perhaps it is something from Building Sphere.
Okay, this is nice. So let's move on. Again, one more task for you, and we're going to do the crossword. So you can take your phone, take a picture of the crosswords, and we are going to do it together here, and we'll check together. Natalia, I will make it easier for you. So this is
Thank
for
you so
across and for down. Okay?
Thank you.
So let's start. First of all, we go across. So word number one, which is about, a book, which is about a magical world.
Fantasy.
Yes. So you write down in the crossword. You can write down using your notebooks or exercise books. I'm going to write on the board. And Natalia, you fill in. Yes. So number one, fantasy. Good. Number two, a book that is about criminal activities. This is number three. Natalia, help
Crime
us.
thriller.
Yes, crime thriller. Crime thriller. Let's go with number 8, a book which contains exciting, unexpected events. So Natalia, help me with this.
Adventure.
Yes, agree. Adventure. Okay, let me change the numbers so it's not confusing. The next word was number 3, and this was number 8. Okay, let's do it like this because you can be confused with the numbers. Let's go with number 9. That is about a true story. A book about a true story.
Nonfiction.
Yes. So let's check together. Number 1 is fantasy. Number 3, crime thriller. Number 8, adventure. And number 9, nonfiction. Now we go with the words that go down vertically. So number 2, about a book about events that take place in the future. Natalia, what this can be?
Science.
Yes. Science. And the second word?
Fiction.
Good. Science fiction. Let's go number 4, a book that is very frightening.
Number 4, horror.
Yes, bravo. Horror book. Now a book which is quite old but still popular.
5.
5.
Starting with C.
Yes.
Classic novel.
Classic novel. Good. This is 5, right?
Yes, the first one.
Classic novel. Then the word number 6, a book which is about a love story.
6.
6. We go vertically.
B. 6. Romance.
Yes, romance. Good. And number 7, a book which is...
Biography.
Yes, thank you very much. So let's check together. Number 2 is science fiction. Number 4 is horror. Number 5 is classic. Number 6 is romance. And number 7, biography. You can check with me. Have a look. Do you have the same, Natalia?
Yes, I have the same picture.
Bravo. Nice student. So please remind me, what was here? I'm going to help you. This is number 6. What was here?
Romance.
Romance. What was here on my palm? I hope that you remember. This is number 8.
Adventure.
Adventure. What was here?
Biography.
Good. And here?
Nonfiction.
Bravo. And here?
Something from horror or thriller, crime
thriller. Well done. I'm going to test you again before the homework. Please remember the words. Now let's discuss, Natalia. Do you like fantasy books?
No, I don't like them. They are boring for me.
Okay. So let's go with crime thriller. Do you like reading crime thriller books?
No, I'm sick and tired of them, really.
Oh, I see. I can't put them down. I love crime thrillers. Let's move on. Adventure stories. Do you like reading adventure stories?
When I was a little girl, when I was at school, I really liked them.
Now you don't enjoy them anymore? No. Okay. So let's go. Nonfiction. These are stories about true life or true stories. So do you like reading nonfiction
Yes,
books?
I do like reading non-fiction books.
Good. And let's go with some words that goes vertically. Biography. I do remember that this is your favorite, right?
This is my favorite genre.
Good. And let's go with classic novels. Do you like reading classic novels?
I read a great amount of classic novels when I was in the university.
I see. Okay, so let's move on. Let's look at the dialogue. What are you reading, Susie? It's a fantasy novel called The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. What's it about? It's about a girl who lives in a strange universe. Is it good? Yes, it's great. I can't put it down. So let's read the dialogue, and at some point the words are going to disappear, but you need to keep reading. Okay? You go with us. So Natalia, let's start. You're going to be A, I'm going to be B. Okay?
What are you reading, Susie?
It's a fantasy novel called The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman.
What is it about?
It's about a girl who lives in a strange universe.
Is it good?
Yes, it's great. I can't put it down. Now some words disappear. So you start.
What are you reading, Susie?
It is a fantasy novel called The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman.
What's it about?
It's about a girl who lives in a strange universe.
Is it good?
Yes, it's great. I can't put it down. And more words disappear. Okay?
What are you reading, Susie?
It's a fantasy novel called The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman.
What is it about?
It's about a girl who lives in a strange universe.
Is it good?
Yes, it's great. I can't put it down. Okay, and the last for you, Natalia. Can you read the whole story?
What are you reading, Susie? It's a fantasy novel called The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. What is it about? It is about a girl who lives in a strange universe. Is it good? Yes, it's great. I can't put it down.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. So we move on, and we are going to create a similar dialogue. Again, Natalia, to make your life easier, I give you the paper. So we create a similar dialogue. We can use ideas from here. So we'll use adventure novel now. And fantasy novel, this is going to be your homework. Okay? So adventure novel, the lost symbol. And the useful vocabulary can help you. Have a look. Expressing positive opinions. So what can we say? It's great, it's fantastic, or it's amazing. Number 2, I really love it. This is a very nice expression. The next one, I really enjoyed it, or I can't put it down. This is a very nice phrase to say, and you can demonstrate that your vocabulary is really rich. So, among of these 4, Natalia, what's your favorite?
I can't put it down.
Yes, exactly. Expressing negative opinions, so what can we say? It isn't that good, really. Or, I don't really like it. It's boring, slow-moving, or dull. And I'm not really enjoying the book. Okay? So if you don't like the book, Natalia, what would you say?
It is boring.
It is boring, okay? So let's create a similar dialogue, and we're using adventure novel. Let's start. I'm going to be A this time, and you're going to be B, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you reading, Natalia?
It is an adventure novel
Called?
The Lost Symbol
Good. By?
Dan Brown.
What's it about?
It is about a historian who must follow an ancient symbol.
Is it good?
Yes, I can't put it down.
Fantastic. And you create your dialogue. You can read with us, or you can read with your friends or with your family. And let's go. It's a quiz time now, and we're going to check you. So, choose the correct option. Natalia, you can help me. Do you recommend this book? All right, or yes, it's great? What is the correct answer?
Yes, it's great.
Good. Number 2, are you enjoying the book? The answer A, it's an adventure novel. Answer B, I can't put it down. What is the correct one?
I can't put it down.
Bravo. Number 3, do you like to read comics? Answer A, I don't really like them. Answer B, it isn't that good really.
I don't really like them.
Fantastic. Number 4, do you prefer science fiction novels? Answer A, yes, they're great. Answer B, it's amazing.
Yes, they are great.
Fantastic. And number 5, is your book good? I often read crime thrillers. It's a bit dull.
It's a bit dull.
Yes, I agree. So, before I give you the homework, let's revise. What was here? Natalia?
Crime.
Crime thriller.
Thriller.
Yes. What was here?
Non-fiction.
Thank you.
Biography. Romance.
And here? Adventure.
Adventure.
Good. So let's revise again. Faster.
Crime thriller, adventure, non-fiction, biography, romance.
Bravo. Thank you very much. Can you do it faster than Natalia? I'm sure you can. So, your homework, guys, for the next time. Write a similar dialogue. Remember that you're using the information from the slide. Fantasy novel. Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, a teenager who tries to save the world. And you use the model that we used in the dialogue. If you don't remember the dialogue, no worries. Just rewind the video and you will have a model in front of you. If you don't, just quickly grab your phone and take a picture of it and you will remember it. So, I hear the bell ringing and we need to stop the lesson. Thank you very much, Natalia. Did you enjoy it?
Thank you so much. It was a great adventure.
Fantastic. So, see you next time and we'll continue talking about the books. Bye.
Bye. Чотири тижні тому я вважала, що це неможливо. Тому що я в силу того, що я кілька десятиліть тому поміняла свою справжню професію і стала працювати на телебаченні, я, очевидно, втратила цей зв'язок з реальною педагогікою, з методикою викладання, і багато що там змінилося. І те, як це фантастично роблять зараз наші вчителі, я навіть і подумати не могла. Я просто не знала, що є такі можливості. Я дуже шкодую, що таких вчителів у нас немає в усіх школах.